Star Wars Empire at War. Sounds like Dancing on Ice, but with Darth Vader and rebels. Well, there is also corruption, but we will get to that later. Tell me, are you tired of watching how Empire loses huge stations one by one? Are you tired of watching how Empire's stormtroopers, those veterans of thousands battles, miss their every single shot? Or how the most legendary bounty hunter was turned into a rag for mopping the floors of Jabba Hutt's palace? Do you want to make Empire great again? It's time to take matters into your own hands in Empire at War. And trust me, my average Empire enjoyer, this game will give you one of the best pair of hands for doing that. This isn't Paradox game like Stellaris, where you have to monitor every part of the universe. Here you will have only battles and skirmishes for planets, using methods unique to the faction you choose. For example, Galactic Empire, which was unfairly accused of Wookiee genocide, can crush resistance and those who refuse to join with the might of its walkers. I refuse to believe that those walkers with balls of steel, just like my subscribers, were beaten to death by some hairy dwarfs. This movie is a rebellion propaganda. So let's find out whether it's fake or not. Yeah, chase these kids! We have prepared an entire Epstein planet for them, where they will give our Emperor a foot massage forever. And those who escaped our walkers' wrath will be dealt with our Time Maulers. I won't tell you what happened to Evox, just like I won't tell you what happened at Tiananmen Square some time ago, but let's say, if they were grapes, they would make an excellent wine by now. What a bouquet! Is it a Bordeaux 4088? No, these are fucking Evox, you get! It looks like the rebels didn't appreciate the humor of regular Imperial, and they are now taking revenge. No problem, in this game you can prepare such defense that even Germans from D-Day would be jealous. It's really cool that the maps have scattered various fortification points and all sorts of buildings that provide bonuses. With them you can dig into such deep dark trenches that could only be reached by continuous bombardment, if the attackers have ships on orbit. Isn't that amazing, huh? So if the sky above the planet is yours, you can napalm your enemy back to the Stone Age. And yeah, did you really thought that there is no space battles in a Star Wars game? Just look at this juicy action where everything's based on all your favorite shit. Fighters are pew-pewing, bombers are filling bigger ships with torpedoes, flying Doritos are simply destroying their foes with the badass looking, explosions in the space, communication between ships. And if you think that's all, then fasten your seatbelts, because the Empire could also obtain a truly massive destroyer. That is what I call a definition of strength. And if not, then what is strength, I'm asking you? Who said that, Star? Who the fuck said that? Because you're goddamn right. Here is a like for you, now put it under the video. Oh, and subscribe while you're here. If you are not a Trandoshan, of course. We don't need reptiloids here. Now, where were I? Oh yeah, the Death Star. The Death Star is more powerful indeed. And you can also get it in this game. But be careful with it, because it's a serious weapon that could be devastating to the galaxy in the wrong hands. Yeah, awesome! Maybe I'm using it too much, but in our case positive thinking is a key to success. Look, these planets don't need to worry about maintaining their flora, fauna, or even ozone layer anymore. I think locals should pay us for such modification of their planets. Alright, what else was there? Boba Fett mopping the floors? Well, in this game he have his balls back and he obliterates an enemies on his starship.
Fucking slave!
And if you land him on a poorly defended planet, he'll be ready to conquer it solo, marking it as a property of the Empire. Actually, every hero of the Empire are made to kick ass here. Besides Vader and Sidious, there is also me at Fridays, Don't Touch My Executor P yet, Beers, and General Rom Mock, a man who created Dark Troopers before they became a dubstep. And yeah, Dark Troopers are in this game too. With that in mind, it is obvious that developers of Empire at War created this game by Palpatine's request. By the way, you can also play as the rebels if you are in those things. However... And yes, in this game you can clearly see that being a rebel isn't just about being good and doing good deeds. Sometimes you'll have to commit acts of terror on planets that are for the Empire by breaking through planetary defenses in small groups. You can also shoot and loot local population. Yep, we need that money for evolution, as you know. That's why Rebel Alliance ground forces are designed for more flexible play. There is a variety of infantry, Jedis like Luke, Obi-Wan and Yoda. Oh, and there is also pesky speeders who are hard to catch without anti-aircraft guns. Even the faction leveling is flexible and based on simply stealing Empire technologies. Still, Rebels also have some heavy equipment. Well, there is no AT-ATs, but T-4B tanks and General Grumbel Imps can do some serious damage, especially the General. Just look at this big boy. You don't even need an army with that thing. For space battles, Rebels actually also have a solid sausage, in form of Admiral Itzetrap Akbar's capital ship, Home 1. But as Bonnie Blue once said, one sausage is never enough. And Home 1 certainly no match for the Executor. And in general, Rebels' fleet, in my opinion, is more flawed in this regard. Their fighters and bombers should be better than Imperials in theory, but they are not for free like the Empire ones, and they could be easily shredded by Corvettes. Rebellion's larger ships are certainly tough, but without cover they're worthless. Apart from Akbar, they don't have any truly impressive heroes. All others are fragile little bastards. Although Luke can do some serious damage with right micro, comparing to Rogue Squadron for example. Okay, there is also Han Solo and Chewbacca, and in this game they're basically Rebels handymen. Like Boba, they can solo conquer the planets, fight in the space, but also can loot some credits by spreading corruption. Yes, there is also corruption in this game, and let me tell you something. If you like corruption and want to cosplay some Yakuza shit, there is a suitable faction for you here. The Zan's Consortium will give you all sorts of shady and odd stuff, based on corruption, underground dealings, and generally dubious but effective methods of warfare, which is even more chaotic compared to Rebels' terror. Consortium will clearly show you the benefits of things like black markets, kidnapping, piracy, racketeering or slavery, although something tells me you already knew about the benefits, isn't it? Oh, time for cool story about black markets. Recently I visited one to buy a batch of banned chemical weapons, and now my infantry is turning everyone around into Luke step-parents. And dead bones will be sold to recycling companies, of course. Well, all for carbon saving. But wait, you ain't seen nothing yet, since I have the Consortium S-tier weapon. Remember when the Imperials captured Evox for Epstein's planet? Well, I bought this badge for fun, and trust me, we will find a great use for them.
But, Aus is consuming that funny fish again. Misa not thinking, why are you asking? Misa seeing small bear running towards us.
Awesome unit, totally worth it. Same you can say about any other Consortium unit, both on land and space. Just look what you can get for fraud money obtained by people of planet Somalia. Consortium heroes are also worth using. Here you have Bender from Futurama, Lizard Man, Goth Girl, and some angry hippie. So in short, Consortium is overpowered, especially in multiplayer. And multiplayer in Empire at War is not just battles. Here you can also divide the galaxy with your friend or foe, especially in late game. And if it's not enough, then you should definitely check out the mods for this game. They are mind-blowing. You've got your Clone Wars, Imperial Civil War, and don't forget about Remake mode, which takes original game and increases everything drastically by reworking game and adding thousands of new units from different eras of Star Wars universe. But most importantly, here you have the truly massive big dick ships.
Holy, you look at the size of them!
So if words like Venator, Eclipse or Starforge get in your self-propelled medium artillery heart, then after remake mode you will have a hole in your table. Damn, what a great game. I can't believe it's 20 years old. So if you want to show the Empire how not to smash ships into Death Star, or if you want to burn this galaxy with most ridiculous ideas, then go and check out Empire at War. In the meanwhile, I'll have a glass of blue milk. To the Empire, for the Alliance, for you and for your health. Cheers, motherfuckers!